This is Ben Diskin. This is part 1 of the scientific applications assessment, and it is going to be focused on notational analysis. So the presentation is going to be looking at notational analysis of a player, looking at the findings from the analysis, and talking about what can be done from this to help the player improve. Next, we're going to talk about what is notational analysis. So Hughes and Franks believe that notational analysis is primarily concerned with the analysis of movement, technical and tactical evaluation in statistical compilation. It is also a technique for analysing different aspects of performance, and this is done through a process of permanent recording, such as sports code, notational analysis on Dartfish, and then it represents specific events enabling some form of analysis to take place. In notational analysis, positives and negatives within a team sport or an individual performance can be highlighted. You then can watch that back with the team and then talk about each aspect you highlighted and what can be done next time. And finally, physiological and psychological aspects and demands of a sport can be shown. Next, we're going to talk about the key information, what is needed within the presentation. So the sport that was analysed was basketball. It was an individual what was analysed rather than the L team. The position the player played in was point guard. The level of the performer was an amateur level. It was a male. The male was aged 19. And the shot that we was looking at was a jump shot. Now onto the physical requirements of basketball. So here, the first one is running with and without a ball and the distances covered in various running activities according to the playing position. So in basketball you have different positions, and within that you're definitely going to be running because you're constantly on the move, either with or without the ball. So if you're with the ball, you can be dribbling, and then if you're without the ball, you're either defending or you're trying to move into space to receive a pass. The next one is effectiveness in pushing and pulling activities dealing with the upper body. And finally, Pear believes that shooting, dribbling, passing, screening, rebounding, fake and moves are the primary skills of basketball. So now I'm going to show you 2 clips which was analysed. So here's the first clip. And now here is the second clip. This clip is now in slow motion. So from each clip we had one finding, what we found out. So the first clip we found out is the follow through. So we believe that the follow through was too quick. So when he took his shot, there was no holding of any final finishing position. So he took his shot and then his arms was by his side again. However, Oliver believes on a follow through, the follow through should be emphasized by holding the position all the way through to the technique. And this is from the shooting hand, the wrist and arm. And this is all the way until the ball reaches the basket. Also, Rose believes someone with shooting should have their arm, wrist and fingers extended as part of the follow through. And Whistle states that you need to exaggerate your follow through. You need to hold your arm up in a complete follow through position and that is until the ball reaches the basket. So as you can see from the clips, the first clip, the follow through was not held all the way through. It was a quick shot with his arms next by his side. The next finding was on the jump shot there needed to be more flexion of the knee, and if it creates more flexion of the knee, it will create more elevation for the jump shot to take place. Oliver states that you need to elevate off the court by flexing the knees, pushing off with the feet and extending the legs. So even though he did these three phrases, the flexion was, there could be more flexion within the knee, so it creates more elevation to create a better jump shot. And Whistle also believes that the rhythm for a jump shot should be an up and down motion from the legs. So next, what could be done from this? So what we believe to help with flexion of the knee is squats. As within squats, you're also doing an up and down motion, as well as creating flexion within the knee. And if you squat, you can get lower, and it helps you lift more off the ground. We also believe that shooting drills should take place to practice holding the arm in the follow through, and strength in the upper body and lower body, as one of the physical requirements is upper body strength. And also making sure the head doesn't move when shooting, because if the head moves, then in the jump shot and the follow through, it can send the ball off target. These are a few references, and this has been my part 1 of my notational analysis. Thank you.